we're live.
Wait. I am.
Yeah, we're live. Don't worry about the questions, I'll handle them.
Because I want to say hi. There you go. Hi, good morning, everyone. This is JP. I'm now in Kechara Forest Retreat, Thong, Malaysia. And today is day 4 of the mindful morning meditation. So how is everyone doing today? If you have any questions, please save it till later because again, we will be doing the 9-round breathing meditation, and also after that we'll do the 5 minutes single pointed meditation with all of you. All right, so I'll wait for more of you to log in. Hi Zinkoi, thanks for joining again. Hi Natasha, morning. How are things in New Jersey? Everything good? Your dad is good? Okay, we'll wait for a few more minutes, well, a few more seconds, and then we'll start with the 9-round breathing meditation, yeah? And after the meditation, I will talk about how we get easily irritated or agitated. And using meditation, how do we handle situations like that? All right, so we will talk about that after the meditation. Because I was just thinking this morning, you know, since we're all confined to our, within our homes, what happens? So yesterday we were talking about boredom. So today I was thinking, because I've been hearing from a lot of my friends that that they get irritated with their spouses and just everything with their helpers. Some of them with the children, and because some of them have just never been hanging around with their family members 24/7, and it's kind of like making them highly strung and stressed. So we will talk about that later today. Okay. Hi Jace. Hi Sophia. Thank you so much for joining. Hi Penny. Hi Lai Hing and Frank. Thank you so much for consistently joining me every morning. Hi Sharon. Hi Lily. Thank you for joining. Is Ram with you as well? It'd be nice if he joins. Then yeah, and I'm sure he has tons of questions for me. Yeah. Hi Wei Ting. I'm having a little bit of sinus today. So, yep. So you see me with a lot of tissues. Whoops. I just locked out. Hold on. Hi Cassandra. Thank you for joining once again. Okay? All right, so I think we will start with the 9-round breathing meditation. Again, look for a place to sit. You don't have to sit on the floor if you don't want to. Okay, you don't have to sit on the floor. For those of you who cannot bend your knees, just find a chair to sit on, just anywhere comfortable. Again, don't lean backwards too much on your chair or your sofa. Sit on the edge. Sit on the edge and have a erect posture. All right, so that you won't fall asleep. All right. Now, if you're sitting on the floor just like me, make sure that you have your cushions at the back. Remember this? Okay? Sit on the edge of your cushion so that your spine is propped up and your legs are down like this. Okay? When we sit like this, your spine will be straight like that. Okay? And then, of course, you will have to tilt your chin a little bit downwards so that just visualize there's a string from the top of your head all the way down to your tailbone, and when you pull it, that's the effect that you want. Okay, so you have a very straight spine from the top of your head all the way down. But don't be hard on it. Just relax and just tilt a little bit and relax. When you do that, remember what I said, it will help you. It will help the energy flow much better, and so it will open up your meridians, and the oxygen and the chi will be able to flow much better. All right. Oh, great! Ram is watching. Hi, Ram. Okay, so we will start with the 9-round breathing meditation. Now, this 9-round breathing meditation, as I have explained before, is to help us immediately calm our body down and calm our mind. Okay, it is almost instantaneous after you've gone through this 9 rounds of breathing meditation. Okay, so we shall start right now. Oh, Colin. Hi, Colin. All right, so we'll start right now. With your left hand, thumb in your palm, wrap your thumb with your 4 fingers and put it under your right armpit. Okay, under your right armpit. Remember to curl your tongue upwards towards your teeth. Okay, we're going to do that. Now, with your right hand, point a finger over the middle finger, press onto your left nostril, and you inhale using your right nostril. Ready? Breathe normally in and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, remember when you're breathing, you're always breathing in the white healing light, and when you breathe out, you're breathing out dark smoke, which represents all the negative emotions that's been pent up inside. All right, breathe it all out. And with your right hand, thumb in your palm, wrap your thumb very gently. Put it under your right armpit very gently. Left hand, point a finger over your middle finger, and we just press on to the right nostril. Ready? And breathe in. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Both palms on top of your thighs, and we breathe in and out 3 times through both your nostrils. Ready? In and out. And in, out. And in. Out. Okay, great. So we've just finished the 9-round breathing meditation. How does everyone feel today? Good? Hi, King Hoi. Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Kayong. Welcome. Kayong is our architect in Kechara Forest Retreat. Where are you now? In Malacca? Yeah, I'm teaching morning meditation, as all of you know, to rehabituate this routine that we're going to establish during this lockdown. All right, as I've been saying for the last 3 days, today is the 4th day, that that there's always a silver lining to all situations, and since we are stuck in our homes, we might as well use this opportunity to do something with our mind. Yeah, why? Because, well, as I explained yesterday, all our emotions come from the mind, be it our happiness, be it our sadness, our stress, our anger, whatever it is that we are feeling, depression especially, right? It all arises from the mind. So if we want to address these issues, we have to go to the source, and where is that? The mind. All right. So, and before we can even do that, we have to learn how to control the mind. Hence, it is very, very important that we meditate every day. 5 minutes is good enough for a start, just 5 minutes. And for the last 3 days, those of you who have joined me consistently, thank you very much. And you have realized that as you do this on a daily basis, the 5 minutes becomes easier. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're still struggling, it's fine. It may take you a week or two to adjust to this new norm. Okay? To adjust to this new norm. All right? The key here is to rehabituate ourselves. Yeah, because we're not used to sitting still. We're not used to just be calm. We're not used to it. But it's okay. The good news is we can still be trained. All right? It's never too late, and we're never too old to learn something. It's all about whether or not we want to do it. All right? So that's why take 5 minutes every day just to sit down and just still the mind. It's about stilling the mind, yeah? By focusing on something. And in this instance, I've been explaining how we can just focus on the sensation of the air going in and out of the nostril. And you will feel it on the rim of your nostril. Just put the focus on that sensation. Do that. Okay? And there were questions saying, oh, can I focus on my Buddha image? And so on and so forth. Definitely you can. Yeah, it's just for me, it's easier because wherever I go, I don't need to bring anything to focus on. I just focus on my nostril. So it's for practicality's sake. All right? There's no right or wrong. You can just do that. Okay? Okay, great. Okay, I will be answering more questions later. Yeah, so save your questions because I won't be able to see it. Yeah, so for Somday King. Hey, hi Andrew. I guess you're in Bali now, right? Thanks so much for joining. I'm doing this every day, 8:30 a.m. Malaysian time. Yeah. Yeah. So I won't be able to see it on my screen because Facebook only allows me to see the comments, the latest comments up to 3 or 5. Yeah. So I will answer your questions after the 5 minutes single pointed meditation. All right? Okay, so here we go. And if you have missed out my earlier program starting on the first day, which is on Monday, do watch it on the Facebook, and that because I covered the basics of sitting right and the logic behind it. All right, so we're going to start with just a 5-minute single-pointed meditation. All you do is, again, focus on the tip of your nostril, All right, and just put your focus there. And every time when the thought arises, when the itch comes, when the pain comes from parts of your bodies that you never knew could ache, it doesn't matter. You just bring the thought back. Bring the, not the thought. Bring the focus back to the tip of your nose. All right. So don't put energy on it. Don't analyze. Hey, I never knew it. I could ache at that area of my body. Oh, wait a minute. And you keep analyzing it. Don't. Just bring your attention back always to your nostril. Okay. And when the thought arises, oh, what am I going to have for lunch afterwards, or what am I going to have for breakfast afterwards? Just watch it and bring your attention back to your nose. The key here is to control the mind from wandering. That's it. Okay, don't analyze anything else. Just bring the mind back to the breathing. All right, so let's start. Now, again, your hands can be on top of your thighs like this, or you can do this mudra, left palm facing up, and then your right palm over it. This will help open up the meridians so that when you inhale all the healing light, all the oxygen, it will be able to flow a lot better. Okay, that's the benefit of doing this. But otherwise, if you're not used to this, it's fine. Whatever is comfortable. Okay, you can have your palms down or your palms up, whichever is comfortable for you. Okay, all right. So here we go. Okay, again, rock forward and backwards until you find that center. Okay. Once you've found that center whereby there's no tension at your abdomen area because you're leaning too far behind, and there's no tension at the back, all right, because you are leaning too much towards the front. So you always find that center of yours. Okay, once you've found it, stop rocking. Relax your shoulders. Tilt your chin downwards a little bit, so that your spine from the top of your head is straight and goes all the way down to your tailbone. All right? Don't close your eyes because some of you are going to fall asleep, so you don't want that. All right? Do not blank your mind. Focus on the breath, which is going to be in this instance, the tip of your nose. All right? It's all about focusing. Ready? And 3, 2, 1. Make sure your eyes are 45-degree angle. Breathe in all the white healing light. Fill your body with this white healing light. And breathe out. And as you breathe out all the dark smoke that represents all your stress, your boredom, your irritation, your anger, your frustration, all that. Breathe it all out. And breathe in again. Feel your whole body illuminating with this healing white light. And breathe out. Remember to curl your tongue on the top of your teeth, like this. Very lightly curl it up so that your mouth doesn't dry. Breathe in. And out. Remember to breathe out only from your nose, yeah? Don't breathe out from your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. fill the entire body with this healing white light. Feel every cell in your body tingling with this healing light. And breathe out all the negativities in your body. Breathe them all out. Because when the white healing light goes in, there is no room for darkness. And in. And out. Feel yourself getting lighter as your body is glowing in this healing white light. You're so light that you're almost floating now. All your stress is gone. All your worries are gone. You're just tingling with white healing lights all over your body. And 3, 2, 1. And we're done. Great. So how was that today for all of you? Okay? So for some of you, 5 minutes may be a bit too short. It's fine because we have many beginners joining us. And I was told that, it was quite a stretch just to sit there for 5 minutes, fighting the thought, fighting how to control the mind. It's fine. Like I said, next week on Monday, we will increase it to 10 minutes. All right? Well, give me your comments so that, we will work on it. All right? I'm ready to take questions, but before that, I will talk about irritation. Yeah, because some of my friends have expressed that they can't sit still during this lockdown. They're getting irritated with their spouse, with people around them, with their helpers. I have this friend who was like, oh, I dread bumping into my helper at home because she will always ask me, ma'am, what shall we eat today? And it stresses her out because she's like, I don't know what to cook. So yeah, things like that where we're not used to, because we're not used to staying at home 24/7. So it's fine. So how do we deal with that? How do we deal with irritation? All right. So now, for beginners, instead of me jumping in and analyzing the psychology of how irritation arises, I think what we'll do right now is Again, just like boredom, just watch that irritation. Just watch it. All right, how do you do that? When somebody says something to irritate you, or does something, or don't do something, and that irritates you, like, you realize that the person doesn't clean up, you realize that this and that, whatever it is, they don't fulfill that expectation of ours. All right, and you feel very irritated or even agitated. So what you do is take a step back, time out, immediately just sit down, or just go to a quiet place in your house and do that single pointed meditation. So, but you still feel very agitated. So sit down, do the 9-round breathing meditation, which I taught you just now. Once you've calmed your mind, and if the irritation is still there, just watch it, but bring your attention again back to your nose. Okay, bring it back to your nose. The irritation will still be there, but if you keep bringing your attention back to the breathing at the tip of your nose, that experience of irritation will pass. It will pass. Okay, because emotions come and go, come and go. As long as we don't feed into that emotion of going, oh, this person should have done this, should have done that, why did this person say this? Don't feed it. Just bring that tension back. Okay, it's very important because, we'll be stuck in our homes for the next 14 days, so might as well make the best out of it. All right? Otherwise, I think by the end of this week, we'll be on each other's hair already. All right? So we don't want to do that. Okay? So do that. All right? Now, irritation. We usually get irritated because, I said it just now, because situations and people do not behave in a way, or situations do not fulfill our expectation. Yeah. So we naturally have expectations and put people or situations in a box. This person should be like that. The situation should be like that. We need to ask ourselves, is that realistic? Yeah, is that realistic? Are we projecting how things should and should not be? Are we projecting how this person should and should not be just because you are my wife, my husband, my children, just because you're of a certain age? Does it necessarily mean that they will have the level of awareness and maturity that match with their age? Not necessarily. Yeah, just like how we don't like it when people project a certain expectation, project their expectation on us and say, hey, why are you not like that? What, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. Oh, situations should be like this, situations should be like that. Well, in reality, who dictates it? So if you want to feel less irritable and less agitated, because hey, it's not good for your system. All right, that's where hypertension comes. Because after years of being easily agitated and stressed, you will develop hypertension, and that's not good. All right, so how do you learn to calm down? Well, first of all, as beginners, you watch it as though you're watching a movie. You may feel it coming up, but learn to watch it and bring the attention back to your breathing. When you do that enough times, when you do that consistently every day, it will become effortless. Okay, it will become effortless. I guarantee you that. The key here is consistency. Okay, just do this. Practice 5 minutes a day. If you can graduate to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, that's really good. Okay, but let's do 5 minutes for now, so it's much bearable, much bearable. Okay, are there any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
There There's a question from Nicholas Lee.
Hi, Nicholas Lee. Is that Nicholas Lee from Hong Kong?
Yes.
Hi, Nick.
Okay, he asks, JP,
Should we be using
the same meditation method
the same meditation method
when we meditate on Buddhist deities?
when we meditate on Buddhist deities? Well, when you meditate on Buddhist deities, I'm not sure which one you're referring to, but remember, if you have learned the visualization of the Buddhist deity, that when you do your daily prayers, there are certain visualizations of certain light, being emitted from that particular deity. Yeah? Every deity will have a different color and visualization. You can do that. You can actually incorporate your daily prayers with your meditation, because the key here is focusing. So when we do our daily prayers, we will actually be focusing not just on the recitation, you will also be focusing on the visualization. So that's good. Yeah. So when you're doing your prayers, again, it will happen. You'll be thinking, hey, how's my children? Hey, how's my wife? Bring that thought back to your recitation and your visualization. It's the same effect. Okay? I hope that helps.
Okay, another question from Somdech King.
Somdech King.
Yeah.
Hi.
Can we remove diseases
Can we remove diseases
from our body
with
our subconscious
mindfulness?
Or just think of emptiness?
Well, that is a very deep question. Now, for higher meditations, there are ways to remove diseases. Okay, there are ways. But for very basic, single-pointed meditation, that's not what, we will not be able to do that. All right? So that requires higher forms of meditation, which we won't dwell on because that's a lot deeper. Okay, there are certain practices in Buddhism whereby you invoke certain qis, and you move them in different areas of your body, just like how traditional Chinese medical doctors use acupuncture to stick needles at the meridian points to help the qi move. And when the qi moves in a certain direction and through certain meridians, it will help the body heal itself naturally, and that's what it does. All right. So these are higher forms of meditation. So can you imagine? We have such a good grasp of control. We don't even need needles poking into our meridian points. We just use our mind to move the subtle qi in our body to heal ourselves. So those are much higher forms of meditation. We're not there yet. Let's focus on controlling the mind. If we can overcome that and we master that, then we will eventually graduate to these higher forms of meditation. Okay?
Another question.
Yes?
From Somdech King.
Hi, Somdech King. Yes?
What is the benefits of the 5-element mudras when we are meditating? Example, fire, wind, earth.
Okay. Now, I will not talk about that during my class here because it will confuse many people. What I'll do is I will write to you to talk about it. All right? Right now, we're doing very basic, single-pointed meditation. All right?
The same person asks,
Yes?
Can we activate our chakras
With
breath and mind intentions?
With breath and mind intention? Of course you can. Of course you can. Yes, you can activate your chakras. Okay? You are referring to higher meditations here. So if you want to go deeper into your meditation, it is always best to have a qualified person. If you do have a Buddhist master living nearby, I would suggest that you approach this person and learn from this person, because you will need to be guided. All right?
There's a question here from Iman.
Hi, Iman.
Good morning, JP and everyone.
Hi, morning.
If I can focus better by closing my eyes during meditation.
If I can Focus better
by closing my eyes
by closing my eyes, okay?
during meditation.
Yes.
And I don't fall asleep or feel sleepy.
And you don't fall asleep or feel sleepy.
Can I continue to do that?
Can you continue? Of course you can. As long as if you find it easier to focus when you close your eyes and you don't fall asleep, yes, of course you can. Of course. The key here is don't fall asleep. You see, a lot of times I have friends who say, oh, you know, I love meditating. I say, oh, great. And it says because it helps me fall asleep. I said, well, that's not that great. That's not that great. You know, unless you, you're suffering from sleep deprivation, then okay, well, if that helps you sleep better, by all means. But if you're going to meditate because you want to control the mind, then that's not going to help. That's not going to help. Okay, so yeah, so as long as you don't sleep, it's fine. See, because when we have a better control of our mind, even though we are tired, we can, instead of focusing on the fatigue, we will focus on the breathing. Yeah, the mind is very powerful. You can actually just KIV the sleep and focus on what you need to do. And in this instance, focusing on the breath going in and out. Okay, I hope that helps. Hi, Datin. Thank you so much. Datin is watching. Hi, Datin. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have missed the last 3 days' classes, you can watch back on Facebook. I'm teaching everyone the 5-minute breathing meditation. Okay? Any more questions?
No more questions, but some good feedback.
Okay.
From Natasha.
Hi, Natasha. Yes.
Today I had to watch the thoughts and images that invaded.
Yes.
And body getting itchy as you suggested might happen.
Okay, you've been watching your thoughts that invaded, and you also noticed the itch all over your body, all right?
If I have to swallow or something like that, I moved away from the body ache or itch, but I could not resist swallowing.
You could not resist swallowing. What were you swallowing? If I have to swallow or something like that, I moved away from the body ache or itch, but I could not resist swallowing. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. If you had a lot of saliva, okay, because why? Because your tongue is flipped upwards like that. Okay, your teeth here and your tongue is resting on top. That is to help. It is to help your mouth not dry up. Okay, because there are glands underneath your tongue. Okay, with all the saliva. So if you feel that there's too much saliva in your mouth and you just need to swallow before you choke, of course you can do that. There is no hard and fast rule here. Okay, as long as you can will your mind to go back to the breathing. That's most important. That's most important. After a while, your body will adjust. Okay, because you've been doing this every day, and you will notice that even your saliva is, doesn't drown you. All right, your body will start to adjust. That's the key here. So we're training the body and the mind to readjust here by sitting still. Because many times we are on the go so much that, we don't even have time to just sit still and just be calm. Okay, remember my talk during the first 2 days about how we're just so used to being on the go, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, either to ourselves or at work, our family. And then after that, I was like, oh, I'm so burned out, I need a break. Let's go to the beach, let's go to the highlands, wherever. Let's take a break, let's go on vacation. Okay, and just lay by the poolside and not do anything. But then again, you'd be like busy putting in, applying suntan lotion, having a sip of your cocktail, attending to your children. Do you really get to de-stress? See that, and then you come back and you go, most of the time you're like, oh, I'm more tired. I need another few days to kind of chill and recuperate. So why is that? It's because it's just another form of distraction. It's just another form of distraction. What our mind needs is really to just focus. Just focus and just stop distracting ourselves. Remember my sharing with you yesterday about boredom, and the reason why when we sit down we immediately feel bored is because we're so used to pleasuring our senses, our five senses, pleasuring them, that it has become an addiction without even realizing. And you go, what? Addiction? Of course. Check your mind. Things that we do, that we used to do before the lockdown, and now we're not able to do it. Are we feeling lost? Are we feeling bored? Are we feeling restless? How? And are we always looking for things to do, be it watching a movie, watching TV, cooking? A lot of people are learning to cook nowadays. I've noticed on Facebook. Why? It's because you're going through a withdrawal syndrome. Because you're so used to be doing something. All right? Now that you're unable to, you feel that withdrawal syndrome is because you've been addicted to that certain activity. Okay? You're addicted to being on the go all the time. Or you may be addicted to feeling a sense of purpose. Even the feeling that having to feel a sense of purpose becomes an addiction. Okay? So, and when you stop being purposeful, you go, oh, wait a minute, I don't feel good about myself. So even as subtle as that, it becomes an addiction. So what we do is, and that doesn't serve us ultimately, because why? Because there will be times where we will not be able to do certain things that we used to do. Yeah, you enjoy it, especially our hobbies. Yeah, we enjoy it, great. But there's a danger in that, because there will be situations where we cannot, and when we cannot, just like right now with this lockdown, we feel a lot of mental stress. Okay, and that doesn't serve us. So that is why it is always it is healthier, I feel, it is a lot healthier if we can begin to realize that by always taking a step back and just stay calm, still the mind, and focus on the single-pointed meditation, because that is like gym to the body, but this is gym to the mind. Take a step back and just watch the boredom, watch that withdrawal syndrome, whatever that means for you. I have friends who drink themselves silly because they're so irritated and so stressed, and the only way to numb themselves and escape is to drink themselves silly. Okay? Is that the way? Well, I think for the first few days it's fine, but if you keep drinking to kind of numb yourselves and to escape, well, it's going to take a toll on your liver one day. Yeah? I'm not judging. It's just a choice that we can always make. There's, is there a healthier option to this? Is there a healthier option to this? All right, so the good news is yes, meditate. Meditate, because that will help us control the mind. Like I said in the beginning, everything arises from the mind. How we feel arises from the mind, be it positive or negative. They all arise from the mind. So what's the best way to tackle the negativity? Work on the mind. And that's a perfect solution. And if you do that enough times, you won't need to go for a drink to calm your senses. You won't need to take medication to calm your senses. You won't have to do anything. All you need to do is control the mind. Come back and just watch it like you're watching a movie. Okay? Do you have any more questions?
No questions, but more good feedback.
Okay, more good feedback.
There is one from Kok Yuan Lam.
Hi, Kok Yuan Lam.
Feels great.
Feels great.
Still have to fight with my mind from wandering.
Still have to fight with my mind from wandering, okay.
But focusing on Lama Tsongkhapa and Rinpoche as one helps a lot, just to share here.
Okay, so focusing on Lama Tsongkhapa and Rinpoche as one helps a lot. just to share. Great, great. Okay, so whatever works for you, again, it is about focusing, controlling the mind and focusing. If you can focus better by looking at the Buddha image and as your guru as one, great, do that. Do that consistently. Now, if for whatever reason in the future, maybe you're traveling for work or anywhere, and you don't have access to an image of the Buddha, then you can always come back to the breath. Okay, you can always come back to the breath. All right? Do we have any more questions?
There's feedback again from Tan Ruby.
Hi, Tan Ruby. Hi.
Thanks, JP. Feeling some improvement.
Okay, you're feeling some improvement. Great, great.
For me, the 5 minutes seems shorter today.
Oh, the 5 minutes seems short. Of course, it will get better and better. You trust me on this, Ruby. Okay, you trust me on this. It will become effortless, and after a while, your 5 minutes will just feel like it's just been seconds. Okay, and that's wonderful. Okay, so you see, if you do this with me every day for the next 14 days, 14 more days, right? Yeah, 14 more days. If you do that with me for the next 14 more days, you will start to rehabituate your routine, and it becomes effortless at the end of the day. All right? Do we have any more questions? Great. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, Grace is here too. Hi, Grace. Thank you for joining me. Okay, I think if we don't have any more questions, remember, every time you feel irritated, okay, it's because of our expectation. All right? I'm not going to go deep into it right now, but just remember, it's because we project our expectation onto others, how things should be, how the person should be. Okay? So that is where the irritation comes from. All right? We will not work on that right now. What we'll do is just work on taking a step back, time out for yourself. We always have a choice to react from how we feel, or we just say, okay, we're just going to watch it and just let it pass. Watch it and let it pass, because it will pass. Whether it will pass in seconds or it will pass in minutes or an hour, it doesn't matter, it will pass. So just watch it by bringing back the mind to your breathing. Okay? If you cannot calm down because you're so agitated, immediately go to a place where you find a lot of solace and comfort. Just sit there, lock your door, and do the 9-round breathing meditation. That will immediately calm your senses. Okay? Then from there, if you still feel a little bit of irritation or agitation, again, meditate on your breath. And when the irritation arises, watch it like you're watching a movie, come back again, and come back again, and come back again. Okay? And that will help you. All right. Thank you very much for tuning in today. Tomorrow we will start again at 8:30 a.m. Malaysian time. All right, so have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thank you.